Hello there, viewers, and welcome back to Are We There Yet? Our time continues with Clyde, and we're no longer top. You can see on the screen, third place now, 39 points from the 21 games. You last saw us lose at home to Livingston. It wasn't a great day for the club. We followed that up with our customary victory over Forfar, just 3-0. A Sandy McCluskey brace with a Daknovitz goal to make a third. If you can hear noise in the background, that's my cat. He's not involved today. Dundee United, the next up at home, and we lost 2-0. That seems to be the scoreline that we lose to Dundee United with. 2-0 every single time. It wasn't a great performance. We missed a couple of chances and probably didn't acquit ourselves as we should have, and then we lost away at Montrose. A pretty disappointing result given they're down in the relegation zone, or at least the relegation playoff zone, or I think they were bottom at the time we played them. So yeah, that's pretty terrible. There's a chance today to get back on the straight and narrow. It's Stranraer, and if we look past the fact that we've only won one league game since November, that's quite a lot. 2 months we've only won one league game, and that was Forfar, who we tend to pick up points against. So it's Stranraer today, and hopefully we can continue. Our form is weak, but hopefully we can get back on winning ways and start picking up some more points. What we'll do is we'll just look at the side. Yeah, form has been patchy, you've got to say at this point. We'll switch to home system because, well, we're playing at the Broadwood, aren't we? So that's what we're going to go with. I'll see you pitch side in just a moment. So there are our teams then. The only real change from the side recently is Marsh returning to the squad. Other than that, it's probably as we'd expect. MacArthur and Fleck continuing in the middle. Burns out left and Loudon on the right. McCluskey up front. Let's hope we can do the damage today because we need a win really to steady the ship. It's a home game. It's a team that we do okay against in Stranraer. We don't beat them every time, but we have a decent record against them. So let's get going, and hopefully we can do better than we have been doing in the last 6 or 7 league games. Linton takes a long throw. Doesn't come to anything. McCluskey can recycle, can he? No, what? It's a penalty to... Of course it is. I saw it, you saw it. Clyde given a penalty for that. Linton will step up and puts it into that top right corner. Perfect start for the Clyde. The bully wee on the way. The journey on much nicer ground when you score an early goal. He steps up left-footed and drives it beyond the goalkeeper, who seems to smash his head on the post. Hopefully he's okay. So, 5 minutes in, 1-0, great stuff. Just before the quarter hour mark now, a free kick from Stranraer comes out to Daknovitz, who finds Loudon, who goes all the way out left to Burns. He's got space and time to work with, but he's been closed down, crosses, and it ended up being a bit of a mess for the Stranraer keeper to have to turn behind, and you'd have thought now this corner will come to nothing. Hopefully now it comes to nothing. King on it. He brings it down this right side, but Linton is there, cuts across and puts the ball out for a throw. And Fleck takes a free kick. We're just after the half-hour mark. It falls its way out to Smith. He goes long, but Linton should recover the ball, and he does, and he finds Marsh. He finds MacArthur, moving the ball nicely now to Stokes through Loudon. Daknovitz closed down, but still finds Stokes, who has very little way to go. But Fleck's a good amount of space here. He drives on. He takes a shot. Good run forward. He brought the ball, carried the ball nicely, but the strike was never in danger of finding the net. Another throw in now. Linton to MacArthur. Stokes, just 40 minutes played. Stokes tackled there, but Fleck picks up the ball. Linton goes across field. I'm not even going to touch that. Here's Mayer. He goes long now towards McKendry, who recycles the ball, and we move the ball in midfield. A little bit of time and space now for the midfield. It finds Loudon. That's a nice ball inside to Fleck, and McCluskey's in here. McCluskey finishes like he does always. It's a shame that we might lose Sandy McCluskey. He's obviously not going to sign a new deal. This is the final year of his contract, and as this is the old journeyman thing that we're supposed to be doing, even though we've managed one club in 3 years, it may well be our last club as well with the Clyde. It depends. If we get promoted and he's happy to stay, I'd like to follow Sandy around. This could be the Sandy story. And you can see, I mean, he's, for a young lad, that's a great finish as well. Probably not the best goalkeeping, but a lovely, kept it low. A lot of players lash at those kind of chances, especially at a young age. But number 9, Sandy McCluskey, makes no mistake and puts us 2-0 up just on the stroke of half-time. And there's more to see. Hamill, that's a terrible ball out. Stokes finds it. Gives it again to McCluskey just on his right side this time. He is, of course, left-footed. Just dragged it wide of that near post. but never mind. And the chances now come thick and fast. Stranraer don't want to be in 2-0 down at half-time. That's a poor cross, though, and Curry will pick it up. Hopefully, we don't... I mean, we scored, you would say, perfect times, right at the start of the half, and then at half-time. Those are the perfect times to score. It really does demoralise the opposition as Loudon decides not to bother with football and just launches it beyond the crowd. That's your half, then. You've got to say, looking at those stats, 12 shots on and 5 on target to compare to 1 and 1. We're in complete control of the game, 68% possession as well, which is ideal. And let's just say we don't want to throw this one away because we've not been good of late in terms of results. Performance-wise, we've been probably okay. Maybe you take out the Dundee United, who are just beyond this level. We didn't really get close there as Campbell, but McKendry steps in. He's such a good player for this level. McCluskey skill. Oh, he's brought down for another penalty. They can't get near him. Sandy McCluskey is the man. Linton will get another chance to take another penalty. Will he make 2 in 2? Of course he does. And there it is. The big man. Linton gets his second of the game. 2 penalties for him. And we take a 3-0 lead. We've scored at the perfect times. If you were to write a book on perfect times to score goals, I think you'd sell probably none. But you go for first few minutes, just before the half, and then just before after half time. Kills a team dead, it does. Let's be honest. The heads are dropping. I mean, look at this. McCluskey's in again. Sandy, not bad. Could have been better. So, yeah, I mean, there's probably never a bad time to score goals. That's certainly not going to sell well. Bad times to score goals. When you're 4-0 down and you score one in the 92nd minute, that's probably the worst time to score. So we're nearly just up to the 70th minute. I think we make a change at this point and maybe look at the fitness of some of the players. We'll get Bazza on for Fleck. And, well, who's not been good? Burns has been a little bit on the periphery of the game. Well, I'm bringing out all the terms now. We'll bring those two on, and hopefully they can just get a bit of game time and see out the game. 3-0's a lovely scoreline to win by on com. I'd almost forgotten what winning was like, although there's still time. And yep, from a Ferguson with 2 S's, he must be from Iceland. Stranraer back in the game with their second shot of the game, second on target. No real marking at this near post, pretty poor. Number 2, I mean, you've let that go through you, Stokes. What's the point you being on the line, son, if you're just going to let it run through your body? So that should be it then. We don't get the clean sheet, which would have been nice, but it's a 3-1 win on the day, and that takes us up to second place back in the league. The annoying thing is there's only one promotion spot automatic, so it really is a case of if we finish in the top few, we're going to have to do playoffs again, and the teams around us, and obviously the team in the relegation zone of the next league up, the Championship, is going to be so much stronger than us. You can see at the moment that's Wraith. Are they stronger than us? Probably. So it really does put us in a difficult position. We are not going to catch Dundee United. We are not going to catch Dundee United, as much as I think we probably deserve to. The problem is we're going to have lost 4 games to them. You can see there, we've lost 6 games in the league this season. 50% of those coming against Dundee United, all by 2-0. Weird. So we're well placed to have a crack at this. Then I think what we'll do is we could do 4-4, couldn't we? Because that would be our 4th victory of the season in the league. It'd be 5th victory overall, I believe. It's tempting. It is tempting. In fact, it would be our 6th win of the season against 4-4. They really must be sick of the sight of us. Yeah, I think we'll do 4-4. And that leaves us a nice little gap then to say, are we going to be in a promotion charge, or are we just going to have to make do with finishing in the top half of this league? Which, to be quite honest, given where we finished last year and the problems that we had, I'm delighted with at this point. I know we're obviously not top anymore. We had a good stint of being top, but we just don't have the quality and the resources of a club like Dundee United. In fairness, we don't have the quality or resources of any of the clubs in this league. So to have 42 points at this stage of the season and be second with a good gap over 4th place our growth is superb. And I can't praise the lads highly enough, especially Mr. Sandy McCluskey. He's coming on leaps and bounds. You'd sign him, wouldn't you? Let me know if you'd sign him. Who your manager, if you're doing a journeyman, who you're signing, and if you've had a player like this come through in your first, I should say as well, first regen day. Did you get a play of this quality? Do let me know in the comments, and I'd love to see a screenshot if you're on Twitter as well. Do follow me and Knock It Wide, and we can have a look on there. Excellent. Well, I'll see you again on the next video. Hopefully, we can continue with the Forfar batterings, and we'll get our 6th win of the season against Forfar. But yeah, do pop a like on the video if you enjoyed, and subscribe for more, and I'll see you again on the very next video. Goodbye.